Like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below. 21,232 is the number of new COVID cases reported around the nation in a 24-hour period this morning, with 16,662 reported recovered and released from quarantine. This is the Thai Ministry of Public Health upgraded the risk of COVID-19 infection to level 4, which is the second highest level, as figures rise daily across the country. Reports indicate that upwards of 90% of all reported cases are Omicron, and it's well accepted that the real figures will be much higher, as many simply don't report their conditions to hospitals. At the same time, the CCSA has announced that no additional control measures will be introduced, but those currently in place will be strictly enforced. Despite independent but licensed radio stations nationally operating legally but at a huge loss during the whole period of COVID, the NBTC has seen fit to auction off frequencies. The state-owned MCOT Group has already been confirmed as the new operators of 6 out of 8 radio frequencies auctioned in the capital this month. With radio frequencies planned nationally to be just 71, instead of the current thousands of independent but licensed radio stations, no one can really compete with the state-owned conglomerate and its massive budget. Small and medium-sized commercial radio stations have, for the most part, refused to bid for the auction, as prices are way above their budget. And it's expected that with its deep pockets, MCOT will dominate the radio business. Stations such as Fabulous 103 and indeed all licensed radio stations have 2 years so-called grace to continue as they are. But in addition to some radio operators planning to sue the NBTC for loss of business, plans are afoot to overcome what otherwise will be an almost state-run radio system. It's estimated that upwards of 15,000 to 20,000 people will be out of work in 2 years, and with skill sets not easily transferable to other professions. Meanwhile, for listeners, well, instead of a choice and variety, the FM appears to be doomed to spoon-feeding from one source. What is clear is that radio people, from presenters to managers and programmers, are a very strong force and won't disappear. Auction results for frequencies across the whole country are expected this week. Control of those Bangkok frequencies cost MCOT a pretty penny, 287 million baht, with between 400 and 500 million more bid across the length and breadth of the country. We at Fabulous 103 reported the changes some while ago, along with the auction plan, and were the first media company to do so, as the nationals appeared to see it as of no interest. We look forward to an interesting 2 years and more. Meanwhile, at home and in our own region this morning, the province reports 1,369 new cases of COVID virus around the area. 358 in Chonburi, 340 in Silachar, 298 in Banglamung, which includes Pattaya, and 62 in Sattahip. Once again, touts have been reported to officials for demanding parking fees at what's actually a free parking area at the Bali Hai Pier. With complaints to police and City Hall, officials yesterday visited and remind the public that all parking areas from the pier out towards the lighthouse are free. If somebody comes and asks you for money, simply tell the touts to leave you alone. A video of the interview with the British Consul to Thailand will be released later today and sees Her Majesty's Consul Paul Kay answering your questions on 103. Well worth a watch, and it does indeed give an insight into the job, the operation and the man himself. And we hope that you'll watch from our website, Always Pattaya, or YouTube. With temperatures dropping from yesterday, the Met Office promises highs today of just 28 degrees, dropping down to a chilly 24 tonight, with an overcast day and a good chance of rain at some time. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program,